Hologic's Project Health Equality for the Cerving Confidence campaign that aims to raise awareness about cervical cancer and prevention for Black women. Ciara, when and why did you decide to be part of this campaign?
Well, when I heard about the opportunity to join, I'll just say it for short, BWHI, to be a part of this campaign, I was immediately compelled to get right in. And I think for me, what really stood out is, as a Black woman, understanding the disparity for Black women in particular as it relates to cervical cancer, and knowing that Black women are 2 times more likely to die from cervical cancer. Also understanding by delaying your screenings, you have the opportunity, you have a possibility of having advanced cervical cancer. And then also knowing that there's a great opportunity and chance to prevent it. And so I think with all that information, I thought there was a really great opportunity to use my platform to inform and to educate and to hopefully inspire and impact and to maybe save lives in the process. So for me, those are all the reasons and more on why I want to be a part of this amazing campaign, to hopefully make a difference to it all.
Oh, absolutely. And you are definitely making a difference. I read that Black women die from cervical cancer 2 times more than white women, and that they are more likely to be diagnosed with advanced cervical cancer than any other racial group. Why is it so important for Black women in particular to be made aware about cervical cancer and some of the prevention methods?
Well, it really doesn't have to be this way. I think the greatest thing is equity, and the times that we're living in, there's way more access, for all women, and especially for Black women, considering the history, just knowing that and knowing how easy it is to be on top of things, I think is really important, and also game changing, and so I think it's time to shift the narrative. I think it's time that this is no longer the case, and equity is important, equality is important, and so my thing is, I think that there's huge opportunity through this campaign or campaigns like this to make that difference and to get women up and inspired and activated on taking total care of ourselves. Self-care is the best care. And why not us? We got to take care of this, Black girl magic. We got to take care of the special sauce and fire that's within us. Why not? Why not us?
Absolutely. Ciara, when you said being on top of things, it made me think of the routine Pap smears and HPV detection sort of methods that I think a lot of us don't prioritize. Are you someone who's always been on top of getting, the medical checks and making sure that everything is okay?
Yeah, well, I think I'm just like every girl in this world. I don't want to say every other, but I think every girl in this world, we've all been in that time in our lives where we're like, ooh, like it's awkward, so when I was younger, I was that girl. And then I think as I got older and had kids and, I'm getting, having the chance to experience more life. And, I just think it's so important to protect that and to, preserve it and make sure I'm on top of things so much that it allows me the opportunity to be here for as long as I can to witness all the precious moments with my family. And because of that, that's really motivated me to really be on top of my stuff, to be on top of my A game. And when, I talk about loving on myself, loving on yourself, it's really important. And that's a part of it. There's nothing better than being confident in knowing your health status, and God forbid anything happens, you're able to, be on top of it, and so I think that's also important too, right? Is being prepared. Like that's one of my greatest fears in life is not being prepared. And so, you never know like what the future may hold for you, but for all that's in my control, I'm going to do whatever it takes and everything I can to make sure I'm on top of everything for myself. And that's just who I become. I actually look forward to when I go to my exams, because I also have a really great relationship with my doctor. Dr. Sabina, she's a phenomenal woman, and she's about that life. She's like, Ciara, are you on top of your stuff? Have you set up your appointment? Do you have it's that time of year, we got to get on top of it. And so,
Yes
whenever
to that accent, by the way. Great impression.
thank you. But it's fun when we get together, and I've made it like, it's been an experience. And I think that if you can have that bond with your doctor, it's always great. And even if it's straightforward, like it's the easiest process, but it took me some time to get there. I definitely started out like I think all of us start out with this part of life. And it's like, why we make such a fuss of it when it's really easy? Like, think about it. When you go to your well woman exam, it literally takes like 10 minutes. Like, it's so quick. It's not even that like complicated, So I have a whole new perspective and understanding on this part of life. And I always look forward to scheduling my well woman exams.
Absolutely. When you spoke about preparation, I have that same fear too, not being prepared. But, a lot of times, like, we see you as the great, like, one of the best dancers, performers, singers, always look prepared when you are on stage. But when it comes to other aspects of life, like, motherhood and being a wife, is that something that you could or did prepare for as well? Or is it something that just like naturally happens and you just learn as you go?
It definitely, I would say, is a natural thing. I remember asking my mom, like, what it's like and like preparing for motherhood. And, she's like, you just have it. Like, you figure it out. And you really do. Like, but you don't know what you're getting into. You have no idea what it's going to be like to create new life and to raise, a precious baby girl or boy. But it's in you. I have a song called Rooted that I did with Esther Dean. And I always say everything that you need to thrive and survive is rooted in you. And I think there's just a special gift that we have as women where we're capable of overcoming every challenge that we go through and, figuring out every scenario of life. And in this case, as it relates to kids, we really do have a special gift and we just have to tap into that. And it all works itself out. And you do end up creating your own like structure and your own flow for how you take care of your little ones.
Ciara, did you always know that you wanted to be a mother and a wife?
I did. I grew up as the only child, and
Me too.
I think because of that, it made me want to have like more than one child. I will say for a long time, I asked my parents for siblings. And then when I got to like early teens, I was like, I think I'm good with it just being me. Because I obviously got all the love. But it did make me, look forward to the day that I would have kids and, wanting for them to have siblings. Like there's something and it's so sweet when I see it happening in front of my eyes. I can't even put it into words. It's just super special to see the bond that future Sienna and Wynn have for each other and how they love each other. It's really special.
Oh, there's any, I guess, like memory or something that you envision come to mind? Like, do they play together? Is Future sort of like a protector over his younger siblings? Like, how do they interact?
Yes, he's definitely protective. Sienna and Future have what I call a love-fight relationship. They really love each other and they love fighting. It's the brother and sister dynamic. It's like really all like, can we just be consistent here with the love part of it? But it's so funny because when they fight, it's also a form of how they love each other. They just love pushing each other's buttons. But what's also sweet too is the love that they both have for Wynn. They like love being big brother and big sister, and they love checking on him. And Wynn is the most turned up baby of all three of my kids his age. I'm like, he's 10, 11 months going on 11.
Wow.
He's like turned, like, I'm like, what is, I was like, I think he's going to be so calm. And like, I had this whole like idea in my mind on what he was going to be like. And he is turned, like, it's like the Energizer baby, like super, I'm like, he's super Wynn, like super baby, which is really cute, but they really love on him. Future like is obsessed with him. It's so cute. And Sienna thinks he's like her little baby doll. The other day she helped with giving his bath, like just a little sweet thing. So it's really cute to see how they all love each other and how Wynn also is looking to them. And you can tell he wants to run around with them already. He's not quite walking, but I have a feeling we'll get there soon. But it's just so cute.
He does look really active. In the videos you post of him, it's like he's always moving, can't sit still. And I saw that I think you wrote in a caption that he has Russell's energy or genes. Like
he get it from his daddy.
Oh, I love it. And
It's
speaking
so
of, he is adorable. And speaking of your husband, Russell Wilson, congratulations. You two just opened the Why Not You Academy. Big things. And I read that you and him talked about opening a school the first day you met. Is that true?
we talked about a lot of things the first day that we met, and we shared a lot of our common visions and values, and we definitely were aligned in this area. And I think the greatest thing for he and I is our true desire and passion to impact. It's huge to us, and it's very real to us. And being able to put big ideas out into the universe and do them together is pretty amazing, and it's a blessing. We always talk about how special it is to do life together. And I think in this case, it's amazing to be able to create a platform and a space that we can create greater equity, and create opportunity for, kids that are least likely to have that opportunity, and to be able to be a part of their future. Like when you think about it, and it was so touching when we visited the Why Not You Academy the other week, or like last week. And we got to see like the progress and where the building is and how the facility is coming together. And we got to also surprise like two of the students at the school that are going to be attending school this fall. And it was so sweet to hear them speak about how proud they were to be, some of the founding students of the Why Not You Academy. And it really touched me. I got a little emotional because I'm like, this is what it's about. Like, it's about being able to create that opportunity and to increase that, that hope that's within their hearts and their minds. And, being able to be a part of that is really special to us. And, on day one, we definitely connected on many things, and this is definitely one of those things. And so it's really cool to see our dream come true together. It's pretty inspiring, and it's pretty powerful, I think, internally. We're really proud of it.
Oh yeah, it's inspiring for us to watch. Definitely gives me hope.
Yay.
Seeing the dynamic of your beautiful family. And just to wrap things up and to bring it back to serving looks, because yeah, again, you are a mother, you are a wife, you are a businesswoman, you are an owner, and you are a performer at all of that. Why was it so important for you to dedicate at least some of your time to really empower Black women, especially when it comes to serving looks, and just getting a part of this, becoming a part of this campaign?
Oh my goodness. Well, we definitely want all of our Black queens out there to serve confidence at all times. And like I said earlier, there's such a huge opportunity to impact someone's life, to change someone's life, whether it's your own personal life or your friend's life, your sister's life, your daughter's life. There's just huge opportunity in this moment. And I also know, and like I also said too, there's the opportunity. Let's change the narrative. Like it's time. It's time that we really, there's no separation. I think for me, like that's important, because it really is just about us just making one step to make an appointment. Set up your well woman exams. Let's know everything we need to know about ourselves, and we can really serve confidently, and really feel our best, really be our best. And I think by really having everything dialed in, checking all of our boxes off for how we love ourselves is so important. And I just want to encourage all my women out there and all my Black queens and sisters to go out there and let's do this. Let's do this together. I'm with you guys on this journey. And I'm excited about the opportunity that's here in this campaign to be able to spread the message and to educate and inform. And let's change the narrative together. It's time. It's not as complicated as we think it is. Like, it's not as awkward as it may seem to set up your exam. Like, it's so simple. I know I was saying in like one of the campaign videos, I'm like, boom, bam, pull up, get it done. Let's go.
Let's go. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ciara, for your time today and also the work you're doing professionally and personally. As I said, it is very inspiring. Thank you for being obedient to God's calling on your life in many aspects. It is a beautiful thing.
I love that. I really appreciate that. And everyone, make sure you guys go to www.cerving.bwhi.org to learn more about this thing that we call cervical cancer. Again, it's preventable, and let's really make a difference here in our lives and someone else's life. Why not us? So thank you